Hey everyone, happy Thursday, podcast Thursday I call it. We're not going to have a show tonight. I would have liked to put together something different, whatever, but King James couldn't be with us. He had some stuff going on, he couldn't make it. So I just figured I'd come on here, say what's up. We got people like Moss Sports World up in the chat. Thanks for joining Moss Sports World, and he's checking out that metal intro, man. It's pretty dope, I think. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in here, say what's up. Really appreciate everyone joining the show. It was really awesome to have Tabitha last week. That was a lot of fun. And I'm actually going to be a guest on her show on Wednesday. So check out Ask the Lady Electrical Inspector. And yeah, dude, Moss, you got it, brother. Avalanche are ready, man. We're getting Landy back, and looks like we made some good moves on the trade deadline. So, um, looks like we could be looking to make a run. And yeah, I don't even know what to think about that Nuggets. That's rough, man. I don't know why they fired him. So close to playoffs and stuff, and um, you know, yeah, dude, the Broncos, man, I almost think they're gonna try to somehow trade up and get Genty, but I don't know. I think we're gonna get. I think Hampton would be a good running back if we just go in natural draft order. I think Hampton will still be there at number 20. I think, or I can't remember what order we pick. I think I wanted to say we're at number 20, but I'd have to look to see. But I think Amarian Hampton would be a good pick for the Broncos. Pick up some good running back. But like I say, I know we're gonna get somebody that's a decent, explosive runner, and you know. Oh yeah, and that's a good point too. They just went into overtime. I just saw it. They were down 2-0. They got two unanswered goals in the third. Now they're in overtime. DU's actually in OT right now, so that's pretty cool too. So yeah, Denver sports is looking pretty decent, and like I say, the Stars are actually, King James, apologize, you're not here to defend yourself, but the Stars actually blew a 3-goal lead against Vancouver. So I don't know. I don't know if that's very good going to the playoffs. But like I say, King James would say, "Oh, I don't get into hockey. I didn't see that." But just giving him a hard time. So appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, they're actually playing Western Michigan right now. They're in OT. So yeah, yeah, Moss. Yeah, I think the finals, yeah, would be Saturday or Sunday, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not sure exactly how they do that. I don't know if they play like an actual series or if they just play one game. But yeah, it's looking good for DU. They're you know in OT right now, so I'll try to keep an eye on that. See how that's going. But I just wanted to come on to say how much I appreciate everyone following High Voltage Live podcast. It's so much fun. At some point I'll get to where I could do like a kind of like a guest. Where if you want to join me, I'll just put like the link in the chat. You could just pop in to the room, and then you could come up, join me, and we could just hang out, talk about whatever you want. Um, so it's pretty cool that we have it set up like that. And, you know, like I say, I was really impressed with Tabitha, Ask the Lady Electrical Inspector. She had a lot of really good takes. They're actually on the 2014 code over there in St. Louis. So there was a lot of things that we've kind of progressed into. Nothing's really progressed too far past the 2020, as far as like radical changes. There's really not been too many, but I actually have a meeting with Jeff Sargent tomorrow, and we're gonna go over Nitman, regarding GFCI protection, and try to see if we could come to some kind of a, just figure out some kind of a middle ground on this, because I really want to see the code kind of go back to more of a mainstream position on this and stuff. So it means a lot, and I always appreciate guys like Daniel, DJ, and John, everybody like joining me. It means a lot, and it's pretty cool that the way King James set this up is pretty much I can run the podcast, even if he's not here, and then I could actually do like a kind of like a guest call in kind of thing, like how I put the link in the chat there, so you could go click that link, then you could just come right up here live, join me, and we could talk about whatever you want. So that's kind of what I was trying to do kind of in the future. But, like I say, obviously I try to get Moss up in here a bunch of times, and he doesn't want to come up in here. He's too good. He's too good for the old high voltage live show. So just give you a hard time there, Moss. But it looks like you're actually doing pretty good in the third place game over there in fantasy. So he's going against Puck U. I'm going for the fifth place. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm actually winning by 20 for the NHL fantasy. That's the fifth place game I'm in, and he's in the third place game. And then it looks like Rhino and Coolers are going up head to head for the championship, Stanley Cup, and that's going pretty good. Looks like Coolers is going to take the win for the championship, which I think he deserves it. I mean, he just crushed everybody all year. A lot of his players are my players that I dropped. Like, I ran out of transactions, and it's probably because I dropped too many players. And then he picked the players up. Then some of them that he picked up, he traded back to me. I got Blackwood and Petrangelo, and then I gave him Panarin or somebody. But I gave him who did I give him? Yeah, I gave him the Rangers goalie. What's his name? But yeah, it was like, and the thing was that actually, that was like my first round pick. So it is what it is. But I've been really happy with Blackwood. Blackwood's had really good play, but I just wanted to come on here, let everyone know we did not have a podcast built for the Rumble side, so there will not be a Rumble podcast over there. And so if you guys are, wondering where it is over on Rumble, you could always come on here to YouTube. Just wanted to, get it out there and let everyone know. And like I say, it's gonna be cool. I think on Wednesday, it's April 16th. Tabitha from Ask the Lady Electrical Inspector is actually doing a topic on panel boards. So that sounds pretty good. That sounds like should be pretty fun. And like I say, it's pretty cool that we can just put these together. My myth this week I really like, because we have a lot of kind of controversial topics that we're going to kind of go over with the myths. So I put it together for this week, but we'll actually talk about it next week. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited because I actually submitted for 2026 to define sleeve, and they gave me direction that does not need to be defined because it's already defined in Chapter 9, Table 1, Note 2. So that's pretty interesting that it's already in there, and it doesn't need to be a definition in definitions, which I thought it probably would be a kind of a decent change to put it in there, just to let people know, like, if you go in there to Chapter 9, if you go into Chapter 9, Table 1, Note 2, it basically says that that table only applies to uh, complete raceways that are complete on both ends. So I think that's interesting because it says if it's more than two cables, then you have to go off 40%. So that's going to be interesting how me and King James kind of go into that next week. Um, I'm pretty excited just for all these like different collaborations and people that we jump up in and just have a good time, just talk about code. Um, like I say, it's pretty cool. So appreciate you popping in here, Moss. Like I say, I don't get a chance too much to talk to him, but yeah. So he's Moss is saying he's got to get home and check out this hockey. So yeah, he's got to see this hockey. So yeah, it's getting pretty intense. We're on pretty much the last week before we go to the playoffs, and it looks like it's gonna be Avs Stars, but maybe some stuff could change. Maybe the Stars could fall a little bit, or maybe the Avs could go down a little, or whoever. We don't know. It's too close to speculate, but it's looking like it's gonna be me and King James battling in the first round. So we'll see. But we really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone joining us every week. Thanks so much. And like I say, we look forward to bringing you guys the heat next week. And like I say, I'll hopefully have a little bit more of a better idea of the playoffs of who we're playing by our next podcast, so then we can really fire up the smack talk between King James and myself. So thanks so much. I appreciate everyone joining us every week. It means a lot. And as always, remember, make every day an easy day. Peace out, y'all.